Getting no sound.
Ain't nobody saying shit.
Nah, that
Welcome
was going on with
back
my
to another
headphones. I just fixed
loss.
it.
I mean, welcome back to East Street Sixes.
I ain't even know you went on. I'm over here looking at the box score.
We're live, BG. We're live.
Appreciate it. Appreciate
Yeah,
it.
I would have liked to say welcome back to East Street Sixes, but I don't feel very welcoming right now.
Talk to him, Jose. What's weighing on your heart, man? What's weighing on your mind?
Um, I was pumped up to see Embiid, but if I'm just a fan, the rest of the supporting cast should have been pumped up too, because besides Paul George and the young kid McCain, bro, everybody else was all flat footed on that court, bro. I'm like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Like your superstars back on the team. Like, you know what I mean? We got Kyler Martin contributed. I can't knock him. He did some things out there that, you know what I'm saying, that raised my eyebrow more, more than normal, because I feel like he's just been a little mediocre himself.
Yeah.
But he represented today too. What I'm saying is, like, what we're getting out of Oubre, and we expect more from Oubre. He started off the season, he was 20-plus point player. He was like the leading scorer for the first 3 games, and then he just went MIA. You know what I'm saying? So for him to give us 5 points at this point, when you was the first 3 games, I mean, let's not act like we just started the season, and we ain't that many games deep into the season, bro. So you went. That's your fault for setting the bar too high. Now we expect you to perform.
Most definitely. Most definitely. And at this point, we're not into making no excuses for no players, but he's a bench player. He's a 6-man, as BG said. I think he's an inconsistent starter because he's not a starter. That's not his best role. So hopefully, when we get Maxi back, what, week, 2 weeks maybe, he'll slide to the 6-man slot, and he'll gain his game.
And who's gonna be the 2 guard?
His game would be more consistent. I
And
really
who's
think.
gonna be the 2 guard?
I really think coach is going to settle with that Kyle Lowry, Tyrese Maxey situation like he did last year.
I feel
They
like
played a lot together last year.
I feel like that's what he's gonna do again this year. I'm not even gonna lie, BG. I mean, who else is he really gonna?
I don't want it. I don't want it to happen. I want OG Eric Gordon at the 2 guard and Maxey to start at the point. That's what I would like. I don't think that's going to happen.
I'd rather prefer him, but I feel like there's a favoritism going on here we really don't know the full details about. Honestly.
I mean, we know the full details. He won a chip with Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry knows the system.
No. That's not full details, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, we in a whole new system, bro. Something going on in that locker room we don't know about.
I just think as a trusted guy.
I'm not a conspiracy theorist. Don't get it twisted. But I mean, he might be bringing Nick Nurse coffee every day. He might be doing something to get the upper hand.
Donuts? Is he a true donut brother, Jose?
Something.
So Milt is saying, how does Doughton have more playing time than Reggie? How is Doughton getting more tick than Reggie? I'm going to step and say, this is a what have you done for me lately league. And, Doughton played pretty well with his limited minutes last game. I think coach wanted to see, was it a fluke or can he come in and get you 10, 11 off the bench? Maybe it was a fluke. So maybe you should try Reggie Jackson. Come on, here we go with the bullshit. Y'all, I'll let you.
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I could have did without Ricky Council. I mean, he was only in for 1 minute, but in that 1 minute, bro, it's like
it was a bad job.
Yeah. You ever play basketball with somebody who never played organized basketball under the whistle, and you had?
I'm not thinking about Ricky Council.
Bro, I'm not talking to you, bro. I was talking. Thank you.
I know, but you're talking about somebody that played a minute in the game that didn't matter.
I don't care, but people be crying to see his play, bro. That's what I'm talking about, bro.
Saying, yeah, he's not gonna ever be in the lineup. Bond is not gonna ever be in the lineup. The guys we saw is who we're gonna see. They just ain't show up tonight, and they ain't show up when it mattered, man. And it mattered in the 4th quarter, and we just didn't have nobody to close.
We was totally deflated in the 4th, and I feel like PG, did what he was going to do, and he couldn't finish the game for us offensively. Joel Embiid showed some fatigue towards the end. Like I predicted, guy hasn't ran like he's ran a day in a long time. But, I'm still have high hopes. I'm frustrated, like all of Philly. I'm irritated that we dropped a winnable game to New York tonight. You can't say that we were down Maxey. They were down players too. They were hurting too.
Me and my sis told y'all this man been balling, bro. If you don't match that kid's intensity, bro, what you think gonna happen, man? He been playing lights out, bro. I gotta call a spade, bro. Karl Anthony Towns has been playing basketball.
Yeah. He been playing some ball. You know what I mean? They saying PG scored when it didn't matter. He played like he in slow motion. It's 2024, man. 30 points is 30 points. You know, PG's game has been PG's game since he's been in the league. This ain't nothing new. He's been a multiple all-star and went to multiple playoff games and scored in those playoff games with this style. So
when Harden was here, I heard the same shit.
Yeah.
So for people that y'all don't like, is that your defensive go-to comment that he's too slow? My man gave us 29 and 10, bro. And you criticizing his basketball tonight?
There's too many other people to talk about other than him. You know, it's too many
God damn, what's wrong with y'all? What game was y'all watching?
Most definitely. So 2-8 after this game.
You're right. There ain't no moral victories. But damn, bro, you singling out one guy. So basically you're saying the loss is on Paul George then because he's slow? That's basically what you're saying.
No.
I got receipts.
No. And that's not the case. People often try to knock the big names on the team when we take a loss and forget this is a team game. And like BG led with, the others did not show up tonight. Did not show up. You're not going to win NBA games when your others don't show up and the other team's others do. That's basically what happened tonight.
Now that I agree with. I'm sorry, I had to cut you off because I was a little pissed, wondering where the hell. Hold up. Damn. That many comments went up so far, bro.
Dog, I got you. Go. Dog. I know that's what you was looking for.
Yeah, that's all I was looking for. Because the fourth quarter started, and I was like, "Where the hell's PG? Hey, where's Paul George, bro?" Like it was like 6 minutes went by, and we didn't see this guy, bro.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man.
Yeah. The rotation is irritating. I'm not gonna lie. I don't understand it. I don't think he understands it. How many minutes did Drummond get tonight?
Drummond
played got 18
minutes.
And Embiid played
26.
That's about what I expect to see for this season. I think Embiid gets like 32, 35 when it's all said and done. I mean, we got Drummond now. There's no need to play the big fella 45 minutes, 43 minutes if we're up in the game. When we get to that point, BG.
You're singing to the choir, bro. The point is,
Embiid ain't never played no damn 43 minutes a game.
Embiid, when he gets to play off minute restriction, I expect to see Drummond playing his 17, 18 to 20 minutes.
But that's what it's going to be. Embiid is never a 40-minute guy. Embiid always hover around 33 minutes a game. If you look at his career stats, he don't play a lot of minutes.
Oh no, I mean, and games that were up, then of course, you know, we snatched him out in the third. But
I'm talking about period. He shouldn't have to. He shouldn't have to. We should be able to play our regular lineup. We should the whole first quarter.
Well, I know one thing. That 1 year where he got
in the second quarter, that's 18 minutes. You add that together and do that in both halves. Guess what? That's 36 minutes, and you can trim about 2 or 3 off of that. That's
off of that, exactly.
It's easy. The shit was working last year. We was bombing niggas in 3 quarters.
BG, that's my frustration. That's my frustration. How was it good last year? It went well last year. What made them, you know, concoct up a different system for Joel this year? It was just a little weird to me. Seemed like they had a good one last year.
Joel, he only played 26 minutes. We 10 games in. He 26 minutes in. He just started. So we don't know what we gonna be when the minutes restriction come off or when he's all the way into the lineup. We don't know what it's gonna be. He just started. We already 10 in.
Yeah.
Me and you already 10 in, but he just started.
It's a rough 10, bro. It's a rough 10.
Hey, shout out all the Knicks fans in the chat, man. We appreciate y'all coming through. We know whenever it's a Knicks Sixers matchup, y'all gonna come in here and talk y'all shit, rightfully so. Y'all get the win. Y'all supposed to come in here and talk shit. Please don't think we ignoring y'all in the chat. I see all of y'all in the chat talking crazy.
But I can tell
it is what it is. Y'all got the
yo. That's enough high praise. That's enough high praise. I'm sorry.
Nobody came in here disrespectful. They just telling us that they let's go Knicks.
I know, but you can get your point across with less words, bro. That's all.
Yo,
I'll be
y'all
quiet.
wilding today.
Y'all can leave now, Knicks fan. Jose
No,
don't
I
want
never
y'all
told y'all leave, Knicks fan. Y'all want to stay, y'all can stay. But I'm not, bro.
No, no, no,
Hell
no,
no.
no, no. If y'all gonna
I ain't
talk
putting my
trash,
lighters up to y'all. Like, come on now, little Kim ain't in here.
if y'all gonna,
I appreciate the view if y'all hate us or love us. I'm gonna just be real with y'all. I
nah,
appreciate it
nah,
no
I
matter
definitely
what.
do too.
I
I
ain't
definitely
putting
do
the
too.
lighters up, man. I ain't trying to hear that.
But I'm gonna call them out on their shit too, because it's late night. Danny, what the hell are you talking about? Embiid is living off his past. Did you watch last season? When y'all talk ish about Joel and players of our team, I want you to do your research and make sense. Joel's living off his past is the comment he made. If the past is last season, because he was dominant last season, like, let's not get it fucked up. I'm sorry. I just want to put it out there. We'll see y'all again when we're
Yeah.
totally
And
together as a team.
that's what I always tell my dog, Big Freeze. I said, dog, I respect you because you come in here when we beat y'all. You come in
They
here
come here
when
when we
y'all beat us.
lose.
I
Right.
love it, man. Yeah, I
Keep
mean,
that
that's what
energy.
I always love when we got other teams' fans in here because they give us somebody that the world would suck if I was around nothing but yes men. I don't want to be around people that agree with me all the time. That's why I'm friends with Jose and Carl.
You know
My
what?
bad.
Yo, shut your ass up.
Shut up.
That's all I gotta say. Shut your ass up.
To bring some sunshine to
Only
these
thing I say yes to you was that damn brisket you made. The fuck you talking about?
crazy. You got a picture of that to put it on this draw next time?
No, I don't. I ate it too fast. I should have took a picture.
Damn, Pop, did you smile? No.
Well, we had
No
hey,
diddy.
Yo,
No diddy. I caught myself. I caught myself.
real quick,
God, Lee.
we really haven't talked about. I don't want to call it the elephant in the room, but this was the return of Joel Embiid. And so, what did y'all think about Joel Embiid's return? What do y'all think about how his minutes was handled and how he handled those minutes? What y'all think?
I think the minutes handling was pretty good. I think we saw his number out there, throughout the game. I'm never going to love it. We're used to Joel playing a little bit more minutes than that. He looked like a guy that hasn't played an NBA game in some months. It's going to take some time for him to get the rhythm. That's what people I don't think that play ball and knows ball a lot. You can be out there at practice all you want, putting up shots. There's a certain rhythm to professional sports. He got to catch his flow. Once he catches that, done in.
Hey, Prophet, they saying we secretly tanking like the Cowboys. Is that what we doing? We secretly tanking like the Cowboys.
Somebody wants them to tank so they can get that kid, bro. They talking about him.
They want the kid and the dad. They want the dad and the kid.
Cowboys,
yeah, they want Shador and Dion.
Seeing Embiid,
I'm not even talking about football. What are you talking about?
I have to agree with somebody commented earlier, man. I don't remember who it was. I want to say it was Danny. I don't remember who it was, but somebody was talking about Embiid's body language. And I think him and Jalen Hurts could have a stare off for the rest of their life and neither one of them would show any emotion. It's like, why does he always look so disinterested in basketball? Now, don't get me wrong. When things are going right, he tend to hype the crowd up and he get an and one when we're winning. He'll give the DX sign. But, man, when things is going rough and I look at my leader and he look like this, what makes a young guy like McCain think there's hope? What makes a young guy like Dalton think there's hope? What makes these younger guys think there's hope when they look at their star and he look like this?
I'm gonna tell you something though. Is a generational thing. I don't think it's so much as just Joel Embiid. I see it too. It irritates me too. And as a young player on the team, you're looking up at that. And the one consistent thing I'm seeing is when his game's not going well, when his shots that he normally makes aren't falling, he gets down. He gets frustrated, and it shows. But he gotta veer that off somehow.
So I sent you guys a clip of, I want to say like 2 weeks ago, was Giannis talking to the media and just hearing his passion, his frustration with how Milwaukee was playing. I was like, I just want Embiid to respond like that. I just want him to seem like he hates that we're 2-8. I don't want him to go to sleep comfortable tonight. Tonight, he should be going to bed saying, I played 26 minutes and only had 13 points. What's wrong with me? We got to get this together. We're 2-8. Enough with the excuses, man. He got to want this shit. I know it's not all on Embiid, but he is our leader. We're only going to go as far as he takes it. And if my young guys, if a guy like McCain who's playing out of his mind right now, hats off to you, you taking your opportunity and run with it. But if he looks over at the big fella and sees the big fella like this, what confidence does that give him? Like, I really hate his body language, man. I love Embiid to death. If I could change one thing about him, it would just be how he approaches the game of basketball. And he doesn't seem to care. It's like when things aren't going right, he's just out there. And I hate that, man.
I just, since we're in the topic of McCain and doing stuff, I really want to address this comment right here. You know what I'm saying? No, to me, he's not a starter. And I'm not disagreeing with you or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm the type of person, whether I'm watching basketball, this is what I like, or if I'm playing 2K or any other sports game and you're substituting players in, you can't blow your load in the first quarter. You know what I'm saying? You can't. You just can't. You feel me? You just can't do that.
Yeah, most of
you
sorry to take your comment.
You gotta try to, like, you know, bring the right people in at the right time type stuff. This kid, obviously, he has a lot of energy. He's good off the bench.
Yeah, he's a spark.
You know what I'm saying? And I feel like he'll be good if you had Oubre there with him. You know what I'm saying? Somebody like that. But I mean, it's not looking good because like the whole roster lineup's been in shambles. So we don't know what's what right now. Even on Embiid's first game back, we don't know what's going on because the whole lineup is still in shambles. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Caleb Martin still ain't playing the position that he was brought here to play.
Everybody
you know
out of position.
Everybody is just running around, running around like a chicken without a head, and we still don't know what's going on because everything still ain't right. And B's back, Max is out. Like, come on, when is this gonna stop? When are we gonna get our full squad so that things can go to a certain, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we can have a resume that works at this point. Because I mean, if we're gonna keep getting injured like this and people are gonna be out, bro, then you might chalk the season up.
Imagine going to work every day, and every day you have a different list of responsibilities, a different list of what you need to do, and it's different, drastically different from the day before. I think it's hard on these guys, man. They don't know what role to play from game to game. Okay, Joel's back tonight. Now we got to play off of Joel. Now we got to play a certain way. Okay, Joel's out. We got to play more off of PG and the way he liked to flow off of things. It's rough, man. It's rough, but you got to win games. It's the NBA. Everybody has guys out. Everybody's going through injury problems. We got to find ways to win games.
I got one question. I got one question for y'all. What do y'all think about Paul George being mad for being sat in the last overtime game? What do y'all think about that?
That's a competitor.
Wait, hold up. Before y'all comment, I want to hear from both of y'all. I feel like Paul George did enough in this league to have that voice, to say what he had to say about being benched in overtime. I don't know. What y'all think?
I think every player has the right to do that. If you feel like you're supposed to be on the floor and somebody asks you how'd you feel about not being in the game in the fourth quarter, I want you to be honest. As a competitor, if he'd have said, well, Nick Nurse put the lineups he wanted out there, I wouldn't even have respected that. As Paul George, as a max guy, as our third option, I want you to say exactly what you said. I should have been on the court. I should have been on the court, point blank, period. I want him to say that.
Well, that's exactly what I would want a guy who's supposed to be leading our team or help leading our team to say, to show that you're frustrated about not getting in and having an opportunity to help your guys out, especially when you miss so many games so far. So that's what I want one of my top guys to say, a max guy.
I got confused there for a minute. I saw Smitty in the chat, and I didn't see a Dallas star. I didn't know who that was.
He ain't putting that up no more. He ain't doing that.
He probably sitting outside my crib right now watching the show because he texted me in the fourth quarter, said, I'm on my way to your crib. I said, I'm going to be on the podcast. Dog.
No, bring his ass
he probably right. He probably in my driveway right now.
Put him on the screen. Put him on the screen.
That's crazy.
He been high.
That's crazy, bro. You better leave that Dallas star alone. Don't put that back up.
You
don't mess around and get banned from East Sleep Sixers.
We don't do moral victories over here at East Sleep Sixers, but I would be remiss if I did not. I won't even say I owe this guy an apology because I said it. I want him to keep developing, and he's hooping right now, and I want him to keep developing, but I don't know if he'll fit in our playoff lineup. But watching that game, even though I say Kyle Lowry probably is the starting point guard when Maxi's not here, if Nick Nurse wants this offense to look anything like the Maxey offense, I'm not saying the same. Please don't crucify BG and say that McCain is the same as Maxey. But if you want it to look slightly, I'm talking about an inkling of what it'll look like with Maxey, then he has to play these type of minutes like he played tonight. Yeah. He can come off the bench, but he has to play more minutes than Kyle. He has to play more minutes than Kyle while Maxey is out, simply because if you want this team to gel and play sort of like they'll play with Maxey, then it has to be a Maxey-ish type player out there. And Kyle is the furthest thing from Maxey we can find on this team.
And on top of that, what do you think about young players watching a guy like Kyle on the court? Respect to Kyle because he has had a wonderful career. But getting that type of minutes, not producing, but still getting those type of minutes, it sends the wrong message to your young players. Man, you need to earn your minutes.
I'm gonna try to read this long because it's so long. I feel like he typed this whole thing out.
Embiid needs ain't getting better. He should have had played lights out tonight. Restrictions and all that. He should have showed up. I get it. First game back, but as a professional that gets paid to play, we will even make it to the playoffs. He could get injured. Game one, shaking my head.
I was gonna read it. Like, why you just?
You hesitated, and that was too long.
I was about to start reading, and you just killed me.
Reading it real slow too. I still started trying to read it. It was so long. But I want everybody to just pump their brakes. Pump their brakes. Y'all asked before the show what's the expectation of Joel Embiid performance. We all put our expectations out there. Not one of us said 40 and 10, 5 blocks. There's a reason for that. There's a reason for that. Yes, I want him to be more efficient. Yes, I want him to put his mark on the game consistently. I feel like that will come. Why do I feel that way? That's what he's done his whole career. Why should it change? So
I just wish it was one. I wish his first game was 3 weeks ago, but I just wish the first game wasn't against the Knicks because I didn't feel like he was gonna have an amazing game tonight anyway. The Knicks just play sound deep. They play.
If he ain't playing back to back, why he just didn't play tomorrow night?
Yeah, I would have came back tomorrow.
So no Joel Embiid tomorrow night. Against the who?
Damn, he said you ain't no sports guy, dog. What's up?
Oh, I am Danny. You just from New York, bro. It's all right.
Sports guy though.
Yo, 205 sports guy. You gonna let that slide?
Oh, that's why. This is why he said you're too cool with losing.
No,
but not cool. Hey, but think about it. Break down his name. He's 215, the sports guy. 215 is the area code of Philadelphia. And I mean, Wayne won.
Can I?
So maybe being cool with losing is shit. I mean, Wayne winning shit.
Can I defend myself? Can I be my own defense lawyer real quick?
Please, sir, the floor is yours.
It'll be real short. Here in Philadelphia, we went through a little something called the process. Where we purposely lost games. Y'all heard it over there in New York. What that did is some fans, it made us a little bit irritable where we want to chip right now, regardless who's out there, regardless what team is playing, whatever the case may be. Me, per se, it made me a little bit more patient of what the expectations will be. Oh, he trolling. I'm not even going to go ahead, Danny. So bottom line, I'm patient. And there's a reason for patience. Until we see the whole team out there.
Man, listen, I got to be Johnny Rodriguez, not Johnny Cochran. What my man really trying to say is that we Philly fans and we know what losing is. Point blank, period.
And we know how to take it. We don't bitch up like y'all. So we're going to carry on. You know what I mean? We'll see y'all next game in New York. Y'all can come back and talk.
Oh, Danny is a Sixers fan.
No, he can't be. Danny been saying a lot of wild shit in this chat.
He just keeping it a buck. We lose.
Is he keeping it a buck?
We look like shit right now.
We do.
We look like shit right now.
We do.
It's all right. We're gonna be all right, man.
We're not trying to hit that loser shit. You act like they winning. Fuck else we supposed to talk about? The fuck?
That's why I hate when people come here and tell us we negative. I'm like, dog, I'm only talking about what I saw. We lost. We lost.
I look at my record. I'm 2-8. What else we supposed to talk about?
What am I supposed to say? Man, did y'all see how clean Maxey was on the bench tonight? Like, what are we supposed to talk about?
Them glasses he had on, it was fly as hell.
All right. Look. I can't keep letting this man do this without asking y'all what y'all think about it. RJ has.
He won't be mad.
No. RJ has been in this chat for 24 minutes, and he has posted about nothing but Nick Nurse. At what point listen, Jose has given his soliloquy and talked about how we just running around. Sometimes it just looked like we just running around with like a chicken with our head cut off. There's no structure. At what point? Some of this, I mean, I get it. Different employees every day. We look different every hour. I get it. But I mean, should we be 2-8 because of it? Because of the different lineup every other day? That means we should be 2-8?
No, I
Nick
think
Nurse got to take some blame on this.
Oh yeah, it was a few winnable
If
games.
this was
Okay.
Mr. Rivers, if this was Mr. Rivers, we would have crucified him already.
Hold up.
It
Time
looks
out.
like
Time
Mr.
out.
Rivers is still
Time
with
out.
the team.
Time out. On purpose, I jumped in a Milwaukee Bucks group and I wanted to hear what they were saying. On purpose. Right? Number one, ain't nobody over there trying to trade Antetokounmpo.
Bottom line.
Number two, they not bitching about his coach. He ain't even been there that long neither. You understand what I'm saying? That's number one. That's number two. So y'all be tripping and just trying to find excuses. And so for somebody who was just in the chat, Danny, who said that we just find excuses. How you like them apples? But this is Philly. The point is, this is Philly. And this is what Philly do.
Yeah.
I'm real close friends with a couple Bucks fans, and they all want Dame out of there, though. They saying the Dame Giannis experiment ain't working, so they want Dame gone. So they complain like we complain. They complain like
I did hear that, but I ain't hear nothing about their coach and nothing about Giannis.
But I'm not more so we're bothered about the complaining. I'm worried about the complaining without sense of reason. You know what I mean? You have to have a little reason in there when you're complaining. Look what's out there. Don't just see the L. Oh, we losing so many games. Throw the whole team away. How many games has Embiid missed? How many games has Paul George missed? How many games have Maxey missed? So you got to take that in account.
They ain't been on the floor together all season, so I ain't trying to hear that nonsense. Y'all New York fan could.
These role players
y'all could go EAD. How about that?
These role players was brought in to support the cast. They were brought in to support. They have not been allowed to play their roles because the guys have been out. So this is what you're seeing out there. You know, it is what it is. We'll see next game. Who do we play next game tomorrow?
Cleveland for real this time.
Jesus Christ.
Cleveland for real this time.
With no Joel Embiid.
We don't know that yet. It has not been in the announcement. I understand what Joel said in the media early on, that he'll probably never play back-to-backs again in his career. I know that he's coming off an injury, and the Sixers' history has always been Joel's not going to play back-to-backs right after an injury, for sure. But until it's announced, I'm not going to say we won't have Joel. I think maybe they talked to him tonight. How do you feel? How did that 26 minutes feel on you? How did it feel on the knee? How did it feel with your win? Do you feel like you can go back to at least this back-to-back? I'm not saying every back-to-back. But since you've been out, do you think maybe you'll be available tomorrow? So I wouldn't just go out there just willy-nilly and say, yep, we already said no back-to-back, so definitely no back-to-back. If he didn't put too much strain on his body today, I mean, if he can go tomorrow, I would give him a shot. If he can go. Go.
Yeah. I'll echo your sentiments. You know, especially after a loss. I was hoping we could group a couple wins together for the first time this year, but especially after a loss like that, let us put a stop in the bleeding. You know, please let us put a stop in the bleeding.
The thing about this, Sean, it sounds good. Hindsight, always you'll say, well, why are we building around this injured player? Why every year he's not there? I said this a couple shows ago, and I still stand by this. Yes, we are hurting because we built around a 7-foot guy who can't stay healthy. Yes, this is hurting us. But I do it 1,000 times over. When you look at his skill set, you build around that. You do it. You don't trade that type of talent. You don't just say, yep, it's over with that type of. So it was the right decision. It's just not helping us win games. Right. So it looks like it wasn't the right decision. It looks like it's not the right
just won MVP recently. Cut it out, bro. Like y'all act like he stink. Y'all treating him like he B-ball Paul or something. Like, calm down.
Listen, I'm gonna just, people are in their feelings. I understand the frustration. I get it, but don't knock me for being calm because I can see a little bit down the road when guys are healthy and they're playing together. Um, I see guys like the rookie go out there and perform, who's going to be in the backup point guard role. You know, that will be plus for him when next he come back.
Hold up, Carl, bro. Hold up, Carl. All right, chill out, bro. I watched basketball my whole life, bro. You know the difference between them New York Knicks and the teams that we watch now is that those New York Knicks was like second to the Detroit Bad Boys, bro, where everybody on that team was with the shits. You understand what I'm saying? So Patrick Ewing didn't have to do all that craziness. You feel me? Like if you don't remember back in the early 90s when the New York Knicks and the Miami Heat was always fighting. Y'all remember that, bro? Mm-hmm. Like, come on, bro. Don't miss me with that bullshit. That's a bad comparison.
Hey, Simi, and Sims, I echo this 110%. When people say we should have been got rid of Embiid, when people say y'all stupid, y'all will never win a championship with Embiid, well, those same people said that about Allen Iverson, and it didn't happen. But that doesn't take away the fact that Allen Iverson was a great, and that doesn't take away the fact that it was the right decision to build around AI. It just didn't equate to a championship. You don't get rid of that type of player. I'm sorry. No. I do agree that it's going to be hard, very, very, damn near impossible to win a championship when your best player can't stay healthy. But that doesn't, we're not going to act like he's not a generational talent that you 1,000% build around. You build around him. It just didn't work out. It hasn't worked out yet. I'm sorry. I won't say.
Let me ask y'all both this question. Say we get in the playoffs. We're the 7th seed in the playoffs. We're the 7th seed in the playoffs with the minute restriction. Joel and PG and Tyrese Maxey are all healthy game 1 in the playoffs. Are you satisfied with the plan that the Sixers put in place, even though we're 7th in the playoff seeding rather than top 4?
We ain't going to be top 4, I don't think.
Nah. But would y'all be happy with a healthy team game 1 in the playoffs with the plan that's supposedly in place right now?
What is the plan? We don't have a plan. We don't know what our roster is. Bro.
Well, supposedly Joel Embiid plays no back-to-backs.
There's only 15 back-to-backs in the season. That shit don't bother. Like when he came out and said that, you know how much I cared? That's 8 games. That's 8 games.
Wait. You said we're not going to. Okay, we're not going to be top 4, right? Realistically, I can see us being the top 6 because there ain't no way that I see Brooklyn Nets, Detroit, Atlanta, Miami Heat, Chicago, Charlotte, right now as we speak, Milwaukee, Washington, better than us.
They all sucking just like us right now. Like the measure of games between us is like 1 game probably.
I also didn't see us being 2-8 just because it doesn't make sense when you look at it.
Well, you know what that means? Right. You know what that means? That means we got the real MVP because without him, this team ain't shit.
Bottom line.
And isn't that the definition of the most valuable player?
Hey, Jose, you could drop the mic right there.
Real quick. I mean, can I just say something? Danny, hear me out, Danny.
Danny,
when I compared Joel Embiid and Allen Iverson, did I say the word heart once? I hate when people hear what they want to hear in an argument. If I compare something, don't choose what I compared them at. I never compared their heart. I never compared that. So why did you say don't ever mention them again? So what you're saying is Joel Embiid and Allen Iverson can't be mentioned in any sentence together because of the sentence they can't be mentioned together in heart. Because you can't talk about their hearts in the same, they can't be mentioned in any other conversation. Come on, man. Let's talk basketball. Like, come on, don't just be in your feelings and just hear what you want to hear. If you want to come up here and debate basketball, we can talk basketball all day. But don't just come up here just saying stuff to push your side of the narrative. I'm sorry,
and that's all that is.
I never said that Joel Embiid's heart was like Allen Iverson. I never said, well, Allen Iverson never sat out back-to-backs. They're not comparable in certain things, but you can compare. Both of them are cornerstones of a franchise. Is that a comparable thing? Are both of them lethal scorers? Is that comparable? Can we compare? You can compare people and they can have differences too. What are we talking about?
And then he put in caps. I'm not going to just address Danny all this show. Danny, if you want to holler at us, we got inboxes. We got East Sixers page. You know what I mean? You can holler at us then.
You're right, Danny. They not comparable. They just go for max guys for Philadelphia, and the city put everything on them. But there's nothing to compare about them.
Right.
You're right. You're correct. You're
I
correct.
could go on and on with the comparisons, but we're not even going to entertain this stuff. I could go on and on and on. Actually, the only guy you could compare, you can compare him to is Joel Embiid and the Sixers organization. Doc, AI, Joel Embiid, maybe Moses, maybe Wilt.
And that's the thing. I'm not even comparing them, saying they built from the same cloth.
Nah, they not.
Or
they
not. From the
they
same
not.
ilk. I'm not saying that. They are both franchise players for the Sixers. Therefore, they can be compared. If one of them stinks, if one of them is amazing, they still can be compared.
Whoa. Hold up. Before I take us out, Danny.
Yo, with the
what you done fell on a rock and bumped your head, bro?
Yeah.
Do you understand that the Philadelphia Sixers that year won every freaking NBA award? So don't sit there and say Iverson carried them to a finals, because that's false. Mutombo, defensive player of the year. McKee, sixth man of the year. Coach of the year. Stop, bro.
You could
and
go
with that
on
being
and on.
said, look up top. We got Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Facebook, X, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitch. So don't forget to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. My man Danny needs to start smoking that Tukey. All right? And if you ain't understand what I'm saying in English, I'm going to tell you in Spanish. No te olvides a decirle a un amigo que le diga a un amigo que le diga a un amigo. Everybody have a great night. Also tomorrow, we'll be back here on the next game. Let's get it.